Alright, let's try to... Oh no! Oh, security's up. Darn it. I scared them away. Okay. Fine. I gotta get my job back. Come on. There we go. All right, here we go. This time, bam. Each shift, a crowd of would-be workers gathers outside the shipyard, each of them clinging to a 4-digit number printed on receipt paper. These are their assignment numbers, and you are either called for a shift or you aren't. As you arrive, the crowd is restless and chatter rumbles through the lines. For those who, like you, have graduated to the work teams, shifts are guaranteed. Having just walked out of a meeting with a supervisor where you were praised for your efforts, you feel a glow of a job well done. You can't help but feel empathy for those huddled as you pass, waiting for their numbers to come up. You keep your head down as you leave the shipyard, feeling a little guilty as you do. Hey, sleeper, wait up. Lem's voice trembles as he shouts above the rumble of the crowd, and you turn to see him pushing through, Mina crying in his arms. Lem! Good to see you, friend. He is breathing hard, his shoulder after shouldering through the waiting workers. You made the work team. Good for you. He tries to catch his breath, stroking Mina's hair as he does. Shh, baby, give me a second here. He smiles weakly as he comforts her, and her cries start to fade. Out of the crowd, he sets Mina down by his side. Shiny streaks down both of her cheeks. As he does, you can see he is clutching an assignment number on a crumpled paper. Is Mina okay? She's good. We just had to rush here. He puts his hand on her shoulder and she clings to his side. Esther, who usually takes her, is sick. He stretches. I don't know what. A noise sounds from the entrance. A klaxon followed by a list of numbers groaning brightly on a display screen. The crowd responds instantly, pushing and pulling as people try to wade to the entry checkpoint. Lem stops and turns back toward the crowd, then glances down at the crumpled paper. That's my number. Shit. Oh, Mina. He starts patting the pockets on his gear and glancing around. Go, I'll watch her. He blinks a little, staring. Thank you, I'll... He crouches to Mina. You're gonna stay with our friend here, okay? He's gonna keep you safe, and... He stands up. Here, take her bag. He shoves it into your hands. She's got food, she's got... Shit, I have to go. He backs away into the crowd. Mina, I'll be back real soon, okay? Be good. Then Lem disappears into the rolling crowd, who are now trying to get into the shipyard before it locks down. Mina stands staring, suddenly small without Lem at her side. She fixes you a dark-eyed look you can't quite read. Hey, Mina. She holds the stare unmoving. The two parallel tear tracks still glint on her cheek. Are you okay, Mina? She sniffs and looks down. Look in the bag. You unlatch the bag. You unlatch the top of the bag and see a few metal containers fashioned from scrap components. A battered slate sits on top, blinking a low battery warning, and tucked beside is a ragged rabbit, hand sewn. Take the slate. You take out the slate and press the power stud. The screen lights up, glowing blue. Mina stares at you as you look for something that might help. Uh, come on, games. You try a few symbols, but all you can do is find some kind of ornate ship salvage interface game. From the look Mina gives you, it seems that's Lems. Okay, fine. Music. You press a symbol like a musical note, but no sound comes out. You turn the slate over in your hands, no speakers. Mina looks like she's judging you. Fine, drawing. You press a pencil icon, and a pale screen pops up, blank apart from a color picker. Mina reaches up and grabs the slate, sighing at you. Daddy's friend made this. She runs a finger along the slate, leaving a blue streak behind. Look. She sits beside you and starts to draw. You sit too, looking over her shoulder as she doodles. What's that? Wiggles, she says plainly, then hands you the slate. Straw cat. Mina watches intensely. Fuzzy, she smiles. I like your friend. She pokes your arm a couple of times. Are you really a robot? Sort of. Yeah, she thinks. Me too. Mina has more questions. Lots of questions. Questions about how you breathe if you rust. But before long, you are talking about rabbits and what Esther, the lady who usually takes her, smells like, and whether or not fairies live in the eye's heating pipes. You pass the time like this, sitting side by side on the floor of the walkway as others pass by, sometimes talking, sometimes drawing on the slate, sometimes playing with Bun Bun the rabbit. And this is how Lem finds you, just as both of you are starting to yawn. He is dirty and tired, but Mina leaps up his leg into his arms as he stumbles backwards. You two get on okay? He asks, trying to keep Mina from climbing on his shoulders. We managed. Mina glances carefully at you, hiding a smile that is slowly growing. Well, well, well. Looks like Mina can be nice. He pokes her in the ribs and she squeals with delight. Thank you, friend. I mean it. He gives you a warm, wide smile. I owe you. Look, he glances around. It seems like Esther, the lady who usually watches her, is going to be out for a spell. If you ever have some time, I'd really appreciate you coming down to our place in Lowen. He grins sheepishly. If you have the time. But now I have to take this one back to eat. He plays biting. He plays at biting Mina, and she giggles in response. See you, sleeper. He waves, and they stumble off down the corridor, drawing gazes from passing spacers as Mina's laughter echoes down the corridor in bright squeals. Nice. Okay. Okay, cool. Lots of things are happening. Lots of things. We need to end the cycle now. Okay, we are starving. Let's buy ourselves some food. We are going to do our good work. All right, you work as a junior tech. Your work as a junior tech has qualified you to work in the team handling the final tech fit up of the Side Rail Horizons Bridge, a vast job. Okay, it's only 20 cryo though. Okay. What can we do with the 3 and a 4? Access manifest. The stacked bays house a flow of incoming and outgoing ships. The digital manifest help you get your head around this place. Weightless wander, 5 prowl. Okay. Alright, when we did that one, descend. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, we'll help Lem out. Boom. Mina leads you on a winding tour of the block. Chatting to the neighbors and collecting snacks for a while, you forget about everything else. Nice. Okay. Let's dump our 5 into work. Nice. Okay, so next cycle, some stuff will show up. Probably there too. Okay, okay. Man, okay. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll do that. And we'll help out. Let's do the 2. Okay. 3. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna work. Come on. There you go. All right. We're just gonna, not that one, that one. We're just gonna buy it. Okay. We got the shipmine core. All right. You drop the huge cylinder into the mess room table. And Keith can't hide her excitement. You drop the shipmine core into the galley table with an empathetic bang. And Keita spins around from where she'd been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper. Did you actually land a ship mine? She brushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit, this might actually work. She smells wider than you've ever seen. Where'd you get it? Bought it. For 100 cryo? You must be really good at haggling. Keita bangs on the gravity wall. Hear that, Amber? Sleeper got you a new ship mine. The sound echoes down the ship's passage. You have to admit, being in a small space with Aunt Keita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Aunt Keita puts the ship mine back onto the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back toward the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma's finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. Found who? My crew. She points at the name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Cade. It was his pass that was used to access Amber, and slice the ship mine. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle. The Founder's Gap? That big rift in the station, you can't cross it without a Founder's Ferry. She leans back in her seat. I know some of the crew over at the ferry, old mercs, used to run in an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook, and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifest, and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to ground. She flexes. He won't get far though. There's no real dock out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes. So what now? Now I fit the ship mine. That's the first priority, she pauses, but maybe you could help me out. Sure, how? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you, Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not all the commune, not the shacks. You will have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him, ping me on this. She hands you a comm earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay. She sits in her seat. Thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up. 200 cryo. Nothing less. Okay. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good, I owe you. She lifts the ship mine onto her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm going to get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. She goes to turn, then stops. And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. And Keita stomps off into the guts of Amber, and with the ship mine, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Boom. Upgrade. Let's get engineer up. Yes. Okay. Okay, we are poor now. But dang, 2 6s? Okay. Let's make some money. Actually, Is there any... Here we go. Merchant freighter, scrap freighter, merchant freighter. Ooh. Oh, if I waited one more turn. Oh, why? You hate to see it. Okay, it's fine. We'll do one here. Cool, he bought me lunch. Okay, then we'll do 2 of these. Make some honest money. And then with our last one, we will help out. What is this? Uh-oh. The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still in the same stool in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns. Sleeper, he turns around. Look, you time to pay up again, is it? He gestures to the bartender. Come here, take their chits. No more, Ethan. Ethan doesn't look at you. He props his head, elbow on the bar, and holds his head. Sleeper, it's been a long cycle. I don't care. Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms. You're right, he says. This isn't funny anymore. He reaches toward his holster. Uh-oh. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground between you. Both you and the bartender look at the gun and stare at it. Uh-oh. Butterfingers, says Ethan, and puts out a hand, beckoning for you to give him the gun, if you would. The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Oh. Screw it. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little, a sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. Oh? He turns on stool. Oh, sleeper, he says. This is more like it. Oh, we're done. Pull the trigger. You don't wait, you pull the trigger. The gun clicks. By now, all the attention is on the bar, is on you and Ethan, who looks at his gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. Oh, well, he says. He grabs the gun, slamming it back in your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface. The hit's a glancing blow, but it makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in. Ethan taps at the slate. No more playing. Your head aches. Ethan taps a few more screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo of your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink. SNR just screwed me, he grins manically. They canceled the contract. He stands up. They canceled the contract! He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet. The sting of the hit fading. Ethan is rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound, like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back toward the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. I'll kill all of you, he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away from the door. I'll be back for that, he shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the bright market looking for Ethan around every corner. Interesting. Alright. Let's babysit Mina. Mina leads you on a wandering tour of the block. Cool, we got an energy for that. Nice. Alright. And bedtime. Okay. We gotta get more money. Can we sell anything? No, not there at least. Okay, they'll give me, okay, they get 50 cryo discount there. You're almost out, buddy. You're almost out. Good for you. Okay. Let's do good work. Boom. Ooh. Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye, so the shipyard is happy to pay for ship mine fragments they can dispense or reuse. How much do you give me? 30. That's what I needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another one of these then. There you go. Now we have all the money we need. Let's buy our medicine. Okay, got our stabilizer now. And with our last 4, let's hope for a really good one for Lem. Alright, Lem, we should be able to get you out soon. Let's take our stabilizer and end the cycle.